What is up, my bros? It's your boy TrueKROO here on the Bucksman channel, bringing another action figure toy review. This time we're going to take a look at the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Punk Jack Monster Form Beat Form from Kamen Rider Geats. Now, this completes our quintet for the main five. You know, Punk Jack was a primary character, even though they did take a break for him for a couple episodes, but they did come back. But you know, everybody kind of seems that he was very popular. People loved Haruya Win. Yeah, especially because of the Punk Jack, you know, the jack-o'-lantern kind of theme for him, and you know, the the Halloween thing of Haruya Win. But yeah, I can see here he is a premium Bandai release. He came out in December of 2023. You can also get it here in the States, I believe, either January or in February of 2023. But you can see here on the front, it is, like I said, premium Bandai release, so it has just a standard premium Bandai box. You do have Punk Jack's logo right there, Kamen Rider Punk Jack, Monster Form, Beat Form. Nothing really on the side over here. On the back here, though, we have a bunch of different images. You can see here we have Punk Jack in Monster Form, Punk Jack in Beat Form, because we find out that, you know, because Haruya Win is, you know, very much into rock and roll music, that Beat Form actually does kind of correspond to him as well, which is also why this is how we get our Beat Form male body, or at least male chest torso piece. It really would have been cool to see him come with, you know, the winter movie Revi or Vice, you know, if we had like alternate pieces for them, but unfortunately we don't. You can see here we have the different combinations you can use with Punk Jack. So you have Punk Jack and Geats up here with Monster Form and Beat Form torsos with the boost legs from Magnum Boost. You have the entry form bodies configuration. So you have, you know, just Geats with the standard monster and Beats. But you also have Punk Jack's entry form. And then you have here the combinations that you can use with the Boost Magnum release, if you got that. But for the sake of this video, we're only going to be focusing on Monster, Beat, and entry form. And on the side here, you have Punk Jack again in Monster Form. Another one at the top, and a little Punk Jack there on the bottom in Monster Form, but that's it. So we're going to take a look at his articulation, accessories, paint job, and compare it with other figures from the line. So let's get into it. And here's Punk Jack out of the packaging, looking really cool with that blue and yellow monster armor. As you can see here, with the nice orange head. On my copy, though, I did notice this, so let me go ahead and zoom in. There's a little bit of blue right there that leaked onto the yellow, but that's really my only complaint about him. Yeah, I tried scraping most of it off, but it didn't, unfortunately. Oh, and it also looks like that his little raised buckle holder is popping out a bit. That's a little concerning, but I'll go ahead and fix them up when I switch them out for him, but zoom back out. Yeah, this is his standard monster form configuration, so we're going to go ahead and just go over his articulation like this. So, as this form, he can look this far up, that far down, with the neck joint, go all the way around, because he's an SH Figuarts. He can kind of T-pose, but because of how big his head is and the monster shoulder pads, he can really only go this far. For a rotation, bias flip swivel, double joint elbows that go this far in, and of course wrist swivel for the hand, but because it's kind of surrounded by this gauntlet, it can't really move that much. The gauntlets are openable though, so when you do the hand swaps, hold on, let me just so you can take it off. And he also has a stylized hands. It's different than the other Geats forms, so just make sure that when you are swapping hands, you remember which ones are which. Let's go ahead and put this back on him. I do like the gauntlet design though. It's really cool. Give me a second here. There we go. Of course, diaphragm cut, waist swivel. You can kick this far out and that far back. Kind of do the splits right there. That swivel. Double joint knees that go this far in. And of course, because these are standard entry legs, same articulation all around. Toe pivot. Yeah, as monster form though, he is kind of bulky, just in those shoulder pads, in his head. But he does have the ability to switch into other forms. So, go ahead and grab this entry form torso, because we're going to do the entry form swap in a second, but just kind of show off what he comes with. So like I mentioned earlier, he comes with the male Beat torso with these alternate hands already on him. And to go along with Beat, we do have these Beat axe holding hands. as well as the beat axe itself, the eyepiece, along with the jaw piece, and of course for Geats, we do have the eyepiece for Geats, the mouthpiece for Geats, and of course how would he have beat form without another beat raise buckle. Now for standard Punk Jack though, he does come with an eyepiece and a mouthpiece for entry form. These kind of pointed open hands, splayed open hands, and I kind of want to call these raised buckle holding hands because I feel like you can actually fit the raised buckles in there very loosely, but you could have fit. Of course, to go along with Monster, we also have an eyepiece and a Monster jaw for Geats. Like I said, we're going to switch him into entry form. So what you first want to do is pop the head off, pop the back piece off. So this is where he's kind of different from other Geats riders, is that unlike Buffa, who has the skirt piece, and Tycoon, who has the like thigh wrap, Punk Jack does have this cape, which is actually a very nice soft vinyl. Unfortunately, it cannot pose. I mean, you could probably pose it in a way it gets stuck like that, but it's not articulated. You can pop this off, and it's all one piece. So you can actually, when you switch for Geats, you can just pop that off and put on there. Oh, what's that? I think this might just be styrofoam that came with the figure. Let's pop out the torso. And get that. Pop that off. On the head, you slide the front piece off. From all your swapping parts. So pop the eyepiece off, so pop the jaw piece off. Oops. New jaw piece, the new eyepiece, put back on the head, take our torso, and our legs, pop that back on. I already took off the back piece here on the Geats body, so I can plug that cape in and put the head on. And there we have Punk Jack entry form. I want to get more of these entry forms. I want to build up an entry form army. But until then, we got Punk Jack's entry form as he appeared in the DGP waiting rooms before we found out about him being Haruo Win. Yeah, so if we do the beat swap, pretty much the same deal, you know, pop this off the back, pop this off, whoops, like I mentioned, his raised buckle holder on his belt was coming off, luckily I got it back on, so same deal, you'll just pop off the front piece, pop off the eyepiece, new eyepiece, pop off the jaw piece, new jaw, new eyes, head on, apply directly to the forehead. Commercials. Beat form, legs, pop them together here, and pop off the back to get his cape. And here's Punk Jack beat form. Looking pretty snazzy, and of course, you know, the beat axe. These aren't the right hands for it, but just kind of fiddle with it. Well, so let's do this. Yeah, looking pretty sweet. All right, so let's go ahead and get him compared to other figures from the line. I'm going to switch him back to monster form, so you guys can kind of see how he looks compared to the other Geats Riders and other figures. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and bring out the Geats Riders. So starting off, we have Geats Magnum Boost form. Here's Buffa's zombie form. Zoom back out a bit. Here's Nago's beat form. And last but not least, Tycoon Ninja Form. It's great to see all 5 of these guys together after waiting for so long. But let's go ahead and add in some of the custom / third-party riders. So along with Punk Jack, we have another bear-themed rider, which has actually a different head sculpt because this was developed kind of before Punk Jack came out. Here is the Pan Magnum form. The head being the SHF upgrade Panda head. Actually, let me go ahead and move him to the front here. See the comparison. And because you already see her in my hand, here is the third-party, or at least third-party printed, or 3D printed Lopo head on the boost body. So, see, now I have 7 of the different riders from the DGP. Let's go ahead and also bring out one of the mind-controlled riders. Punk Jack himself actually had this head on for a bit. And Kamen Rider Glare. So technically speaking, these are all of the currently available, if you count third-party stuff, Geats rider characters, which is really cool, seeing all these together. Let's get a snapshot of this. Let's go ahead and move them all out. And now just to compare them with some figures that I got in recently, or at least within the last month. Here's next to Marvel Legends Final Swing Spider-Man, G.I. Toys Evil Ryu, and zoom in a bit. It's because he's one of those newer SH Figuarts. He is taller. Actually fits in with domestics just fine. Here he's next to SH Figuarts Krillin, the strongest man on Earth. And with the son of Kaido, it's probably going to be my next review after this, Yamato. He's very tall. But yeah, if you happen to like this review, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, as well as check out other videos on this channel. Recently, I did do the Doc Ock Marvel Legends from Spider-Man 2. Really, we all know it's No Way Home. But you can also like, comment, subscribe, as well as check out, like I said, our social media. You can follow me at TrueKROOs on Twitter and Blue Sky. You can follow me on Threads at Reggie93 and on Instagram. You can also follow our show's Twitter, which is Bugs2Men, and you can follow Gary's Twitter, which is GBX93. So, thanks for watching this review, guys. I hope you like it, and stay tuned for the photos. See y'all next time. Bye!